Some people, even though they brush their teeth twice a day, still end up treating cavities. They use floss, mouthwash, and an irrigator. None of this helps, and they notice a black spot on their tooth or maybe even more than one. It might seem like they're doing everything right. But the result is the same as for those who just eat candy and don't brush their teeth for weeks. Unfortunately, cavities aren't always the result of poor hygiene. Often, it's not related to whether you brush your teeth properly or avoid sweet. In this video, we'll figure out why cavities can develop even in the most disciplined and responsible people. And most importantly, I'll tell you what to do about it so that your efforts finally start working for you, not against you. Why do cavities appear? The main source of cavities is bacteria. Hundreds of types of bacteria live in the oral cavity. The main culprits of cavities are acid-producing bacteria such as Streptococcus, Lactobacillus, and some others. These bacteria form a sticky, colorless film on the teeth, known as dental plaque or sometimes called a biofilm. If plaque isn't regularly removed by brushing and flossing, it accumulates and matures. But bacteria alone can't destroy teeth to such an extent. They are helped by several products. The first of these is sugar. Sugar has the greatest effect on these bacteria and is their main fuel. With the help of sugar, bacteria multiply more rapidly. And this leads to cavities. The next cause is improper toothbrushing technique. That is, brushing too quickly for less than 2 minutes. Incorrect movements, for example, only horizontal strokes instead of sweeping motions from the gum toward the edge of the tooth. Not paying enough attention to the contact surfaces of the teeth, where the teeth touch each other. The third factor is neglecting additional hygiene tools, such as dental floss or interdental brushes. A toothbrush cannot effectively remove plaque and food debris from the spaces between teeth, where cavities often begin. Mouthwashes do not replace brushing your teeth, but they can help reduce the number of bacteria and strengthen enamel with fluoride. The fourth factor is the cleanliness and nature of your diet. The main factor after hygiene is frequent snacking, nibbling, and consuming sweet drinks. Every meal, especially those containing carbohydrates, creates an acidic environment in the mouth which dissolves minerals in the enamel. In other words, it demineralizes the enamel. Saliva needs time about 20 to 30 minutes to neutralize the acid and restore minerals. This is called remineralization of the teeth or remineralization of the enamel. If you eat or drink something sweet or acidic, including juices, soda, or even fruit, frequently throughout the day, your enamel is constantly under acid attack.
You just said that these sugary drinks can soften the tooth enamel. What does that mean?
That is, any acid, especially with prolonged exposure, and if we haven't rinsed our mouth ourselves, the acid remains on the tooth enamel and of course affects it and gradually, so to speak, eats away at it. This might not be immediately visible, but acids definitely have an effect on the enamel. Fifth is a lack of fluoride. That is, using toothpaste without fluoride or with an insufficient concentration of it. And most of all, we talk about fluoride when it is absent specifically in drinking water. Most often, there are different geographic areas or regions where the drinking water varies greatly in the presence or concentration of fluoride. And this directly affects, so to speak, the strength of our enamel. So a lack of fluoride is not good, and an excess of fluoride is also not good. Sixth is the composition, quantity, and quality of saliva. Saliva washes away food particles, neutralizes acids, and contains minerals to nourish our enamel. Dryness can be caused by various medications, such as antidepressants, antihistamines, diuretics, and even certain diseases like diabetes. The seventh factor is the anatomy of the teeth. That is deep and narrow fissures, grooves on the chewing surfaces of the teeth. It's very difficult to clean them perfectly with a toothbrush. Plaque easily accumulates there. Crowded teeth also make it difficult for a toothbrush or dental floss to reach the surfaces. The eighth, very insidious factor is genetic predisposition. Some people are genetically more prone to cavities due to the composition of their enamel, the properties of their saliva, and the shape of their teeth. The ninth factor is insufficient or irregular professional care. The lack of regular dental checkups recommended once every 6 months and the absence of professional cleaning, when the dentist removes tartar and plaque that can be removed with a toothbrush, are also factors. A dentist can spot early stage cavities, such as white spot lesions, and start remineralization therapy, meaning they can begin restoring the enamel before cavities actually develop, thereby preventing the disease itself. If you want to know at which stage treatment is easy and at which point a tooth has to be removed, let me know in the comments. I want to see more. If there's enough interest, I'll definitely make a separate video. And to make sure you don't miss the breakdown of stages, hygiene tips, and real stories from my practice, subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. See you next time.